When business owners think about results, they often think in terms of revenue alone. Revenue matters, but it's rarely the first thing that changes when the right leadership systems are put in place. The earliest results usually show up in clarity, consistency, and relief. Owners stop feeling like everything depends on them. Leaders know what they're responsible for, and decisions stop stacking up at the top. One of the fastest results we see is clearer ownership. Before fractional leadership, work often moves based on habit or urgency. People step in wherever they can, but nobody's truly accountable end to end. After roles and systems are clarified, accountability becomes visible. Projects finish because someone owns them. Decisions get made because authority is defined. Teams stop waiting for permission and start executing within clear guardrails. Another result is consistency. Capable people begin producing more predictable outcomes because expectations are clear. They're written down and reinforced. Meetings become shorter and more effective because there's an agenda, a decision process, and follow-up. Leaders stop spending time re-explaining the same standards because those standards are documented, they're measured, and revisited regularly. Operational results tend to follow quickly. Work flows more smoothly from request to completion. Handoffs improve. Bottlenecks become easier to spot and easier to fix. The business spends less time reacting and more time operating intentionally. This often leads to faster turnaround times, fewer errors, and less rework, even before headcount changes. Financial clarity is another major outcome. Many businesses are generating revenue but lack confidence in their numbers. Reporting may be delayed, inconsistent, or incomplete. With the right financial leadership in place, owners gain visibility into cash flow, margins, and trends. Decisions become grounded in data instead of instinct. Planning becomes more realistic and less stressful because the numbers are reliable. Results also show up in the leadership team itself. Managers gain confidence because they know what success looks like. Feedback becomes more constructive because it's tied to expectations, not personalities. Performance conversations become more objective. Leaders stop guessing whether they're doing a good job and they start managing toward clear standards. Hiring and onboarding outcomes often improve as well. When roles are clearly defined and expectations are documented, hiring becomes more intentional. New team members ramp faster because they're stepping into a system instead of trying to figure things out as they go along. Turnover, caused by confusion or misalignment, often decreases, and the team becomes more stable over time. Another result we see is reduced owner involvement in day-to-day problem solving. Owners regain time and mental space instead of being pulled in every direction. They can focus on higher level priorities. This doesn't mean disengaging from the business. It means engaging at the right level, with the right information, and with the right leaders who can carry decisions forward. Many owners describe a noticeable reduction in mental load. They sleep better, they stop replaying decisions late at night, they feel more confident delegating because there's a structure supporting the delegation. This kind of relief is not always visible from the outside, but it's one of the most meaningful results because it changes how the business is led. We also see results in measurement. When the right scorecards are in place, leaders stop arguing about opinions and start aligning around facts. The business can see what's working, what's slipping, and what needs attention this week. Instead of discovering problems after the month closes, you start catching issues early while there's still time to correct the course. Customer experience also improves often as a byproduct of stronger system. When the work is tracked, handoffs are clean, and accountability is clear. Clients get faster responses and more consistent delivery. Fewer things fall through the cracks. Communication becomes more proactive, and that consistency reduces complaint, reduces refunds or rework, and protects the reputation. Results are not instant or magical. They come from consistent application of clear systems and leadership behaviors. Fractional leadership works because it focuses on implementation, not just ideas. Progress builds as systems are installed, reinforced, and adjusted based on what's happening in real life. It's also important to understand that results look different depending on where a business starts. For some, the biggest win is stability. For others, it's growth that finally feels controlled. For others, it's the ability to step out of the weeds without fear that things will fall apart. The common thread is that the business becomes easier to run and easier to lead. We don't promise overnight transformation. We focus on sustainable improvement. That means prioritizing the changes that will have the biggest impact first, then building from there. And over time, these changes compound. Small improvements in clarity, accountability, and reporting create a bigger shift in how the company performs. When clients reflect back on the work, they often say the biggest shift was not any single system. It was the sense that the business finally had a backbone. Decisions had a place to land. Problems had a process. Leaders had support. And the owner was no longer the default solution for everything. Results also include the ability to plan ahead with confidence. Instead of reacting to the next fire, leaders can think in quarters and years. Strategic conversations become productive because the foundation is stable. Priorities become clearer, and trade-offs become easier because the decision process is defined. If you're looking for proof, this is where to look. Not in flashy promises, but in how the business feels and functions after the work is done. The right leadership structure changes how decisions are made, how work moves, and how pressure is distributed across the team. If you're curious what results could look like in your business, the next step is a discovery call. Every organization starts in a different place, but the patterns are often familiar. Fractional leadership is designed to address those patterns in a practical, grounded way. If you want clearer ownership, more consistent execution, and less pressure on you as the owner, schedule a discovery call. We'll talk through what results matter most to you and whether fractional leadership is the right path to get you there.